How much do you need to be making in order to comfortably afford the 2024 GMC Yukon AT4? Let's find out. It has a starting price of $74,125, and white is the only exterior color that comes included in the price. But there are 4 other additional colors that come at an additional $495, and the red tint coat is an additional $645, and the white tri-coat is an additional $1,095. We're going to look at the one that has a 6.2-liter V8 engine and has 420 horsepower, as well as an active response 4-wheel drive system, a front skid plate, 20-inch wheels with Goodyear all-terrain tires. It seats up to 8 people and has a towing capacity of 8,200 pounds. It also comes with an adaptive suspension as well as power retractable assist steps with LED perimeter lighting. It also has perforated leather seating with heated and ventilated front seats, and a dual pane panoramic sunroof with the tilt slide feature, 6 USB ports, 220 volt outlets, one 12 volt outlet, and wireless charging, a head-up display, HD surround vision, a 10.2-inch infotainment system, a 12-inch driver information center, My GMC mobile, lane keep assist, rear cross traffic alert, front and rear parking assist, as well as multiple other safety features, and of course packages and options that you can choose from at additional costs as well. But very quickly, before we get into the numbers, I just want to mention the brand feeling pretty good. They've got some really awesome apparel and different accessories, and if you use code HAVEN at checkout, you get an additional 10% off your entire order, and it definitely helps the channel and helps me keep making these videos, so I greatly appreciate it, but I'll link them down in the description below. It also has a delivery fee of $1,995, and if you add an 8% sales tax, then that's another $6,089.60 that you'd be adding in sales tax as well, which then brings the total price to $82,209.60 total for the GMC Yukon AT4. Now let's say you put a $0 down payment and got approved for 72-month financing at an 8% APR, then your monthly payments would be about $1,441.40 a month on average for the Yukon AT4. And in those 6 years, you pay a total of $21,571.25 in interest. But of course, that's not everything that goes into the cost of owning this vehicle, so we have to factor in the other monthly expenses as well. Things like car insurance, which for the Yukon AT4 would be about $2,213 a year, which is about $184.42 a month on average for your car insurance costs. But of course, keep in mind that those numbers are going to change depending on your personal circumstances because they're based off of your age, your driving history, the state that you live in, and a bunch of other factors as well. So just make sure you keep in mind that they're not going to stay the same depending on your personal situation. And if you also take into consideration that the average person drives about 1,200 miles per month, or about 15,000 miles per year, plus the average current cost of premium gas today, then you'd be looking at about $304.16 a month for your average gas cost for the Yukon AT4. And in terms of maintenance, you'd be looking at somewhere around $842.80 a year, which is about $70.23 a month for your average maintenance cost. And if you were to add all these monthly expenses together, then you'd be looking at about $2,000.21 a month on average for the GMC Yukon AT4. Now, if you wanted to keep that at a comfortable 15% of your average annual income, then that means that you would need to be making about $160,016.80 annually in order to keep it in that comfortable 15% range of your average annual income. And of course, just to put that in perspective for you, if you paid those same monthly expenses every single month for the entire 72 months that you're financing, then over those 6 years of those financing terms, you would pay a total of $144,015.12 total in those 6 years for the 2024 GMC Yukon AT4. And if you like this video, please like and subscribe, and let me know what you're going to see next.